Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how we can find qualified leads on LinkedIn using a very powerful intent. People who engage either with your content or with any specific thought leaders, influencer, competitor in your niche on LinkedIn. The reason why this is a very powerful way to find leads is that usually when a topic makes sense and echoes with an individual, that person might engage with it. And if you monitor a specific type of posts on LinkedIn, especially what we call lead magnets, so when someone asks other people to comment under a post to receive a specific resource, that's a very powerful intent to use. The thing that's missing when you leverage multi-channel outreach is, as much as you have the information about the LinkedIn profile, how do you find their email and how do you find their phone number so that your sales team can act upon that fast? Today, I'm going to show you a skill that I built on Claude Code that lets you do exactly that. How and what do you need? So just like last video, for our contact data, we're going to use full enrich because based on all the available options on the market, I personally found that they have the best available data with their waterfall enrichment. So they will check different data providers before finding the right email or phone number, which is amazing if you want to maximize accuracy of the information you find. Second thing that you need, and here you have different options, is how can you automate the scrapping of people who engage over LinkedIn content. So you have two options here. Either you can use, just like last time, Phantom Buster that lets you add a link to a post and it's going to automatically scrap it. You need to connect your LinkedIn account or a burnable LinkedIn account, so LinkedIn account that you will use just for the purpose of scrapping information, or you can use Unipile. For the sake of this experiment, I'm going to show you both options and how both work, but just know that if you were to choose Unipile, you can perform other actions on LinkedIn directly, because how this works is it's an actual API that can act within the accounts you connect through it. So Phantom Buster is only going to have a set of actions that you can perform, but Unipile can do way more because you directly get access to an API. Obviously, you will need two last things as well. You will need a Claude Code account, just like we did last time. The whole goal of this builder series is to give you the ability to do things faster, to automate more, and to do them obviously in a scalable way. And if you want to orchestrate, so to have an intelligence layer to help you run your go-to-market in the best possible way, you can also download Yalc. It's our open source project. It's an operating system that helps you run your go-to-market. So you have under this video in the description the link to each of these solutions. You can play around with them, you can download all of them, and you can decide by yourself how you want to approach this whole build. So let's get straight into it. The way this skill is built and the way I apply this logic of GTM engineering on Claude Code is for any of us to easily, in natural language, give a direction to AI and let AI do the work based on all the skills and all the configuration that you have already set up. So in our case here, it's very straightforward. What I'm going to ask it to do is to take my 4 most recent LinkedIn posts, so this one, this one, and this one, scrap people who engage with it, and then qualify them. So the qualification is a skill that you have on Yalc that's going to be based on the description of your company, your ICP, your value proposition, what you are selling. And then the last step is to use the skill to enrich email and phone numbers. Then you will have a final option, which is to act upon that to start your campaign. You can use different softwares in the market that lets you that play the role of sequencers. So you can push the leads with the copywriting, with the emails, so you can act upon that and build a campaign. Or tools that lets you do it with phone numbers, so dialers. Let's get back to Claude Code. So I want you to scrap the engager from my 4 last LinkedIn posts. So giving my name here because I have multiple accounts connected through Unipile. I want you to scrap them using Doug account. So that's our account that we use for scrapping. And then I want you to enrich emails and phone numbers for people who are qualified. And then here I'm going to give some additional context for you to do it in the best possible way. I want you to use the skill I built using full enrich named content engager. You can find it in my go-to-market OS yalc desktop folder. And then I'm going to put this in plan mode, just like we did last time, to ensure that Claude Code is going to first share with me the approach it's going to use. I can double check, verify everything before I give the final go. The reason why this is so important is because you will find yourself a lot of the time double checking and confirming some components. For example, here, one thing that could happen is we have dozens of skills that are built. So Claude Code might miss the skill I wanted to use with another. It's a confusion. It can happen if the rules I have inside the skill are similar to another skill that we have. In our case here, it can happen because we have dozens of skills and we keep building new ones continuously, but in your case, the probability is maybe lower. Yet, you need to make sure that it's checking this as a step. Whilst it's going to build a plan, I'm going to show you the other way around that, where you can drop a CSV using Phantom Buster as your scrapping solution. So if we get back here, I'm going to take this post here. I'm going to copy the link. Then I can go on Phantom Buster. I can go on the dashboard. I can browse phantoms. I can select this one extract leads from LinkedIn post. I can add my link here. I select single LinkedIn post URL. There you go. Then I save this. I can select an account. I save. I select both commenters and likers. I save this as well. And then I can just turn this on. And this is going to take 2 to 3 minutes for the whole scrap to be done. And I'm going to get a CSV that I can extract and then drop into Claude Code. So now, as you can see, I have my whole plan that is set up for me right here with the inventory, which is the verification of all the components that are going to be used for that specific action. Here I can see as well that I have different steps. So it's going to list the post, it's going to scrap the reactions, it's going to build a merge CSV, and then it's going to use a full and rich content engager skill that is already built. So obviously, as I showed in the previous video that you can find just here, you need to connect full and rich MCP to Claude Code, and you need to connect your API key as well. Once that's done, you will just have to download the skill. So you can take the link you can find also in the description of this video from GitHub and ask directly Claude Code to download it for you and help you with the configuration. Once it's done, you can run through this exact step-by-step tutorial that I'm currently recording for you. The whole plan sounds great to me. I can just auto accept it right here, and I can give the bypass permission direction to Claude so it can act upon this whole thing. Now, I just want to show you one thing. If we were to get back right here, we can see that the Phantom Buster Phantom actually performed right and scrapped every person who engaged with that specific post. So here I can take my CSV and I can open it later on and see that it did work and it did find all the leads. So we can do it right here. For some reason, it didn't let me create a new sheet, but I'm gonna solve that right now. And there we go with all the people who engaged with the post link that I shared. And this is the information that is going to be used directly through Unipile on the other side on Claude Code to find the phone numbers and the emails. So let's get back to it. Now, as I can see, it resolved the post, it listed them, it scrapped the reactions and the commenters. Now it's building a merged CSV and removing the duped, so people who liked multiple posts inside of that. Then it's going to do a dry run, which is a way for me to preview the cost, how many credits are going to be used for this specific run. And then it's going to give me the exact data I need to act upon it and tell it, go, you can enrich the emails and the phone numbers. There is one thing that I want to mention as well that I think is very important for you guys to know is if you download the skill and you use it inside of yalc, which is the GTM operating system that we have built, and that's open source. As you can see, we have already a lot of people who gave it stars, who forked it. You can launch automated agents. So you can have an agent every 7 days that's going to take all the posts you've published on LinkedIn and run this exact step-by-step approach for you, and then directly push eventually the leads to your CRM. That's another video that I'm preparing for another moment in time, just for you to really see the full end-to-end workflow. But in the meantime, something that you could also do is use this skill to scrap on a weekly basis competitors' post or thought leaders' post as an automated action. That's also important to mention because that's how you can find the best type of intents. Now, as I can see, it's still working. I think it's nearly done. So yeah, it's doing the dry run to give me a cost preview. And then we can ask it to run the full end-to-end flow. So we can just wait a minute. Oh, well, no need to wait. So I have my full and rich balance right here. I have 10 contacts. So approximately, it's going to cost 100 credits. And here the threshold here above 50 is regarding qualification. So I have a skill that you can also use that gives a scoring number to people we qualified, so I can decide towards which type of campaign I want to route them. In this case, do I want to enrich their email and their phone number? If yes, then I will click on this step. If no, I can play around it and say, hey, I only want to enrich people who score above 80 or above 90, depending on your set of rules and conditions. I just gave it a go. Now we're going to wait for it to bring back the emails and phone numbers. Obviously, I'm going to blur them so you don't act upon this information. That's sensitive data. But this gives you a full end-to-end representation of what type of things you can do. And as you can imagine, here, if I wasn't recording this video, I can just launch it, verify the plan, and in total, it would take me less than 5 minutes of working time. Another concept I'm preparing a video for, but that's very important for you to know, is everything we're doing right now, if we're not automating them through cron jobs and cloud agents, the only thing that is required from you is verification and validation, which means that you can be working on multiple tasks simultaneously and just double check and give direction and not execute the actual work manually yourself, which is a big unlock. So you spend time where is value. And in this case, value is what is the story we're telling to these people, what type of messaging we are sending them, and how do we make sure that the whole sequence we're building does make sense based on their positioning, what you're selling, what they are selling, and how you find the right angle to work with them. So we can wait for a minute and get the information back to confirm that the whole workflow does work. So now I have this qualified engager CSV folder that is created. So we can just get back here and open it. And now, as you can see, obviously it's blurred, but I have the emails for every person who's considered qualified, liked the content, and engaged with it. And I have also their phone numbers. So, guys, this is the end of this video. I hope that you found it valuable. If you have any questions on how to get your go-to-market to the next level, drop it under this video. And if you want to find out about more go-to-market campaigns like this one and skills, automations you can run inside of Claude Code, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Cheers.